Lydia Proudmore. I'm your contact for today's negotiations. You must be Dr. Cersei. You're late.
Late? We didn't even set a time, just a day.
Ah, that's right. I understand working clocks are somewhat rare in this region. My clerk must have tried to accommodate you. A pity he failed to mention that to me, or I wouldn't have had to wait for 3 hours in this, well, whatever it was.
Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, Miss Proudmore.
Can't be helped, I'm sure. Let's proceed. In this envelope are the details of the sums the NLTC would like to invest in your organization. If you're agreeable to our terms, the first shipment will be forwarded to your location beginning of...
That's... Miss... This is a lot of caps. Antiseptic... copper... lenses... Wait... Did you say first shipment?
That's right. You seem surprised. Those are the estimated startup costs for an organization such as yourself, are they not?
And then some. But I mean... Last time I saw a caravan be this generous, they set up their own guys and tried to rip off the town for the losses.
A brazen tactic to be expected of the small fish that swim in this small pond. We do not operate through such petty maneuvers. I assure you, there is no clause in our prospective agreement about losses. The NLTC will assume all responsibility of security during delivery.
But...
It's a generous offer we're putting on the table, Doctor. One that I can just as easily take to many other initiatives in this territory. Your friend here has certain ventures that I'm sure could use those finances. Yours is simply one with the most promise for the investment.
That's right, my friend. I'd like to talk to them for a second. Privately.
By all means. But I require an answer before you leave this room today. I have no intention of staying here longer than I absolutely have to.
Hey.
I don't like it. That has to be the longest stick I've ever seen up anyone's ass. Every alarm bell is going off right now, but I can't figure out what her angle is.
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out.
Smart. Go ahead. It'll give me some time to read the contract again.
Hey.
Well, hello. There's really no need for stalling. This is a legitimate contract, sanctioned and enforceable by the Home Office even out here. Although, I understand the apprehension and respect the caution.
What's your angle?
I'm here as part of a delegation tasked with taking measures of prospective profits that could be accrued with preemptive investments.
What would the results of this choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
It's true that a hospital in these times is not a reliable source of returns. Though truth be told, this investment is rather paltry. Our interest is a bit larger in scope. This hospital is something the people here are in desperate need of, yet no one has thought to invest. When it becomes a crucial part of the infrastructure of the region, the people funding it will be in the best position to leverage elsewhere. You are more shrewd than you're given credit for. I will keep this in mind.
Why should I trust you?
Trust is cheap. Freely given, freely taken away. It has no tradable value. Frankly, I don't care if you trust me. Reputation has value. The shipments I'm offering have value. And this hospital they're endeavoring to build, that has value. Up to you which part of that you consider to be the most worthy reason. But don't fool yourself with matters of trust.
That's all for now.
Oh, hey. So, what do you think? Should we take it?
Are there any other options?
I don't know. Do you have a pile of caps lying around that you'd be willing to give to us? No strings attached?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. If there's more to it later, we'll handle it. But this will really help us help more people. I'll go let her know. Miss Proudmoore? This is a really generous investment. I'm ready to sign on behalf of the Nightingales.
Wonderful. In that case, our business here is concluded. I have faith that our resources will be well spent. If you happen to be interested in the services we provide, come see us at our field office. I'm sure my boss would love to make your acquaintance.
That wasn't bad. And these supplies? Fiona will be over the moon. She's always wanted a proper hospital, and this is the ticket to getting it set up. Listen, before we head back, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I've been a Nightingale for a while now, and normally this is the point where shit goes wrong and I'm a lone survivor looking for a change of scenery. So, this might seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but could you use someone like me in one of your settlements?
Why? What's this all about?
Call it superstition, I suppose. But I can't shake off the feeling that the longer I'm with the Nightingales, the more danger they're in. It's been hard to sleep, waiting for the gunfire to start, or for a fire to break out, or... I mean, even the steel. I was half sure this was all a ploy to lead half our guards away so someone could attack the hospital. It's no way to live. I could move between your settlements without pushing my luck, help your hospitals get set up, or help with logistics. I was always good at that.
Of course. Let's do it.
Glad to hear you say that. I'll sleep easier once I'm in a new place, I think. I'll talk to Fiona as soon as I'm back to make my way to... where you want me?
ensuring that only the most well-connected and resourceful citizens could attend.
You should know. People have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
Always hits as hard
Yeah?
as the first one. Hey, it's good to see you in one piece.
Hi there. Would you be interested in coming to work for me? Huh?
Yes?
Yeah?
Huh?
Hello, I'm glad you came by. I sent you a letter to come see me. Whether or not you read it, you're here now. We have a very important mission, and we need someone who is reliable to do it. We need a very specific piece of pre-war analytical technology. You're the most reliable person I can think of aside from You're the best I can think of who might be available. Interested? I'm very relieved to hear that. Now, I know I've told you items were heavy before, but that was nothing compared to a GCMS setup. To make matters worse, I have no idea where to find one, just where to start looking. This is a research-grade piece of analytical lab equipment. Pre-war, they would be found in forensic, chemistry, biology, metrology, and university labs. Or they may have outsourced and there's nothing there. Basically, if you wanted to know the precise elemental composition of a substance, you'd need one of these. I'll transfer the data about regional research labs from my Pip-Boy to yours. That way you'll have some starting points for the search.
Good day to you!
Sorry, my friend. Diner isn't open right now. Try tomorrow morning. That's a good idea. When I'm manning my counter. Not so much right now. Make sure to bring any nuke mixes back, too. I'll buy them every time.
Hello there.
Hey,
So, you thirsty or you want to trade? I'm always buying sealed soda and recipes. Sure thing. We talking trade or service? Not at the moment, my friend. We'll see how the soda machine you helped get together works, and I'll let you know if I need any of the parts or refills. Okay. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
The engineering department is pleased to announce that the heating systems have been fully repaired.
I trust the land there is fertile.
You have no idea what it's been like scrounging around for 2 centuries with this ugly mug.
yes? Just wanted to trade a few things.
Sure.
Yeah? If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
One place you should stay away from is Parson State Insane Asylum. I don't know.
Can I ask you something?
And I don't want to know.
What do you say? Want to work for me?
Being a resident nightingale isn't terrible.
still using that mortar and pestle to crush ingredients, are you? We have a processor.
I thought we had agreed to wait until the diagnostic scanner was operational.
I agreed to put off treatment until tomorrow. Why would I put any stock in those machines when I already have the diagnosis in front of me? Clear as day.
The machine is not the important part. You can't simply take matters into your own hands when things are moving too slow. If you'd waited—
You're eager to lay blame at my feet, Fiona. I said I would hold off on treating this man, and I did not lie to you about my intent.
So did you try to treat him or not? Please, Cassandra, without playing coy. This is important.
Look at the injection site. After all these years, I should hope I have a steadier hand than that. Unless you also wish to accuse me of becoming old and rickety.
I didn't mean— Wait, Cassandra! Damn it. That went poorly. I can't say she's entirely wrong to be upset with me. I can't exactly rule her out, but if she didn't do it, someone else had to have.
Oh, you don't have to check up on me, Fiona. I'm really just happy to be here. I'm guessing Raphael told you that. Thanks, Fiona.
What happened? Why are you so upset?
I found this patient dead an hour ago. When we picked him up off the streets, he was sluggish but aggressive. Raider from a nearby gang, I think. We weren't sure what was wrong with him. Cassandra guessed it might be rabies and developed a cure. I asked her to hold off on it.
What do you think of her?
My first thought was that she simply got tired of waiting. You heard her, she doesn't respect the pre-war tech anyway. If she thought a patient would slip away waiting, she could have taken matters into her own hands. But it just doesn't feel right. I've known her for so long. We have our differences, but I've never known her to not own up to her mistakes. It's just not how we do things here. But if it wasn't her or wasn't her vaccine, then someone else killed this patient. And it's even worse.
I'd be glad to help if I can. Have any advice on what I should investigate?
I'm not sure. There's got to be something around, right? Or maybe someone saw something. It'd be nice to know exactly what killed him. Maybe it'd narrow it down. It's a shame the diagnostic machine went down again.
Have any ideas?
I think it'd be a good idea for you to talk to Cassandra. She likes you. Maybe she'll stop evading questions long enough to get the truth out. We don't exactly have quick ways of conducting forensics besides the machines in the diagnostic wing, and they're unreliable.
I'll get right on it.
Thanks. I'll try talking to some of the others too. Come back to me if you find anything.
Back again. I don't blame Fiona for jumping to conclusions. I'm sure she's already feeling guilty enough.
Can I ask you some questions?
By all means. It just so happens that my current and only patient is no longer in need of treatment. For the time being, I'm all yours.
What do you know about him?
Male, mid-30s. Unfortunate dental situation. Multiple track marks from a lifetime of chem use. That is, if you can find them beneath the sea of battle scars. Overall, in worse shape than our Raphael, but otherwise typical for a raider. As far as his disease, my best diagnosis was rabies. I had previously created a vaccine for this particular strain of rabies. If my assumption had been correct, and Fiona had let me treat the man, he would have seen immediate improvement. Alas.
What's in the shot?
A question with an answer I'm certain you would find unsatisfactory. You see, viruses have mutated since the bombs fell. So has the flora and fauna. Even the human immune system has adapted in odd ways. That said, the ingredients list for modern vaccines have become so incredibly long, it churns even my stomach. So, what's in the shot? More than you'd care to know. It works. That's the important part.
I just need you to tell me the truth. Do you know anything about it?
The truth is rather a subjective thing.
That's vague.
For the Nightingales to function, we have to trust each other. I would never do anything to jeopardize that trust. I have my suspicions, but they are just that, suspicions. If you want to know the truth, that's something you must find for yourself.
I don't have any more questions. That's all for now. Excuse me.
Hey, I know this isn't exactly your problem, but I don't know what to do, and I could use your opinion, especially if Cassandra really did do this.
I'd be glad to help if I can. Have any advice on what?
I'm not sure. There's got to be something around.
I'll get right on
it. Hey, I know this isn't exactly your...
He's dead. That's what happens to...
It's not about him.
I'd be glad to help if I can. Have any?
I'm not... There's got to be some... It's a shame.
Yeah? Why is that?
Keeps... I suppose... I just got it... We could have used it to figure out what killed him at least. But it...
I'll get right on it.
Thanks. I'll try talking to some of the others too. Come back to me if you find anything.
Wayne? I'm leaving this message with Marcy in case you come looking for me. Though I pray you don't. The military took over the hospital, and everything's gone to hell in the city. Things here, it's bad, Wayne. People are dying every day, and most of the time all we can do is watch and try to make them comfortable. One of the other nurses told me she heard a radio signal that sounded like you and the boys. I don't know if it's true, if you're still out there, but we've got a way out, and I'm gonna try to find you.
Seem angry at all, agitated, or distracted?
No, she seemed normal. Maybe a little stressed.
Ellis, I know she's been your mentor for a while now, but believe me, I don't want her to be guilty any more than you. If you can think of anything...
I know, but maybe...
Oh, enough of this. Lay off Fiona. I killed the rabbit asshole. Didn't think you'd get so twisted up about it.
Raphael, that's not funny.
I ain't laughing, am I?
He was killed with an injection. That's not exactly your style.
What, after months of watching all of you think I can't find a vein? You were off playing with the new toys. Cassie was sulking. And the rabid dog? He was about to chew through the straps. Hell, far as I could tell, he'd have chewed off his own damn arm just to get at us. Cure was sitting all ready. Either he'd croak or he'd get better. Win-win. So I did my job and took the fucking guesswork out of it.
Leave the room, please. I have to think about this.
Fiona.
You too, Ellis. I need to talk to our friend here before I make any decisions.
Come on, kid. Let's give the lady some space.
What a load of crap.
Why don't you believe his story?
I know Raphael. If he killed that patient, it would have been with a knife, not a syringe. And he definitely wouldn't have bothered lying about it. And all that stuff he said about having a chance of curing the patient? No, no way.
There's more to this story.
Could you talk to him? If he's the only one confessing and we don't have the full picture, then I'll have no choice but to... I don't even know. I've sent volunteers away before for breaking our rules. I can't even think of doing the same to him. But if he really killed that man, I couldn't trust him around patients ever again, much as it breaks my heart.
Hi.
She make up her mind or what?
I don't buy your whole story.
Shit. If you're not buying it, means Fiona isn't gonna settle on it either. Can't say you weren't decent to me. Hell, I'd even call you a friend. Last thing I thought I'd ever say about someone like you. That's the problem with you, and Fee, Cassie, Alice, all so bent on giving me more credit than I wouldn't lay a finger on the guy unless asked. Not that they ask much. They like the whole merciful end thing, and I'm more old-fashioned. I did kill him, though. Didn't lie about that. Better it be me that does it.
Sounds like you're protecting someone.
That's all I ever tried to do around here. Look, Ellis, when he stops flinching at every sound, he's a good kid. Sharp. Naive, but he tries, you know? Out of the two of us, he belongs here. He was probably trying to do the right thing, but that cure came with a coin flip. So, I stepped in so he wouldn't have to.
You did what you felt was right. That's what matters.
Doesn't matter. Still killed someone. And if I hadn't, Ellis would have. If it was even us that did it. Never known Cassie to fuck up the meds before. The dead guy isn't the point, though. Fiona is waiting to hear who went behind her back and broke trust. So just leave the kid out of it.
Hey.
He told you, right? I really had no idea he'd step up like that. I shouldn't have gone into that room.
What happened?
Cassandra said the patient he only had a couple hours before the treatment wouldn't matter anymore, and the diagnostic machine broke again. I didn't like the man, but I couldn't just watch him die like that. So after Fiona came by to prep him for the procedure again,
What procedure is that?
For the scanner. I don't know the details, but it requires some injections. Fiona's gone in and out of the room all day getting him ready.
Hey, I'm sure you had good intentions.
I did. Cassandra is brilliant. I really thought the vaccine would work. Except, I guess I wasn't really thinking at all, was I? You should tell her I did it. I could live with the man's death, but not with Raphael getting in trouble just for protecting me.
Does she take care of people that break the rules?
There's not any official rules, really, but this... I don't think this is a warning offense. She's probably going to send me back home.
I appreciate you telling me all of this. I know it's difficult.
Do what you think is best.
Everything all right?
Excuse me.
Hey, are you done with investigating? What do you think happened? Was it really Raphael? I still find that so hard to believe.
Took one chem too many.
Ah, that's right. I see.
That's right, what? Do you two know something?
Fiona, the diagnostic machine requires a certain preparation procedure before scanning the internal organs, correct?
That's right. It needs a radioactive tracer injected into the bloodstream in order to... Oh.
A pre-war radioactive tracer, I'd assume. One that carries the risk of mutating the virus further, amongst all other possible complications.
Where is my head? But I tested it on a blood sample first. I had no idea he'd receive the vaccine immediately after I prepped him.
Of course. And that's exactly why I believe it's time for me to leave my position here.
Leave? Cassandra, even if you injected him, there's no need for such dramatics. We can sort this out.
I'm not storming out in a huff, my dear. It's time we face the simple truth in front of us. My vaccine could have saved the man's life. And you weren't wrong in waiting to diagnose him conclusively before acting. Yet for all our good intentions, he's dead.
You're saying we have too many cooks in the kitchen. Any other day I would argue, but after this incident, I think you may be right. To be clear, did you inject him with your vaccine?
Does it matter who did what? The man won't get any livelier.
I'll take that as a yes.
Taken over the castle, which I guess was there some time ago, while it had been full of fish or monsters.
Sometimes I think back to the time in Bunkers.
Diamond City is one of the best places to get proper care, but they shut their doors on those who truly need it. It's not fair.
When I tried on that witch hat and fake wart. Welcome back. As resolved as I was when I made my little speech to Fiona, have to admit, actually leaving is harder than I thought. Doesn't help that my joints aren't as excited about new trails as they used to be.
We need your help, Doctor.
Oh, what a coincidence. I'd heard of your HQ and was actually thinking about visiting. Maybe even bring over a mute cake. Now it seems I don't need an excuse to nose around. I'll make my way there as soon as I've made my final goodbyes. Bye.
Calling available engineering personnel.
There you are.
Report to the basement.
There's something we need to discuss.
Can you help?
I can treat it, yes. There's no point.
What do you mean, no point? It's what you're here for, isn't it?
That's right, Cedric. But there's little point in treating it until the root cause is addressed.
You just said it. The flu is the root cause.
It's the cause for the illness, not the outbreak itself. Tell me, are all the staff living in the same quarters, sharing beds, rooms, toothbrushes?
Excuse me? Who do you take me for? Of course I have my own toothbrush. Although, now that you mention it, I have seen other staff members sharing their toiletries.
I thought so. My medical advice? More beds. Their own rooms, preferably. More than one bathroom, and definitely their own hygienic supplies.
Yes,